Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right in to take a highly focused look at what is, honestly, an absolute industry benchmark for serious DIYers and homeowners. We're talking about the DeWALT 20-volt max brushless 2-tool combo kit. Look, if you're gearing up to upgrade your workshop, you've definitely seen this setup around, usually under model numbers like the DCK225D2 or the DCK227D2. So today, we're going to break down exactly what makes it tick, why it literally flies off the shelves, and keeping it real, we'll objectively examine its limitations too. Now, I want you to think about your current setup for a quick second. Are you still trying to do absolutely everything with just a single traditional power drill? Yeah, we've all been there. You drill a pilot hole, right? Then you stop, loosen the chuck, pull out the drill bit, drop in a screwdriver bit, tighten the whole thing back up, drive the screw, and then, inevitably, you drop the bit on the floor while trying to reverse the entire process for the very next hole. It's incredibly frustrating, it wastes a massive amount of time, and honestly, it completely destroys your momentum when you're right in the middle of a project. Section 1. Why a 2-tool kit? The end of bit swapping. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly it illustrates the division of labor. With the power drill and driver, this tool is purpose-built for one primary thing: boring clean, precise, round holes into wood, metal, and plastic. It's smooth and it's consistent. But the impact driver? Oh, that is a completely different beast. Instead of just spinning smoothly, it actually uses internal hammers to create what we call rotational tapping. It rapidly strikes the internal anvil as it turns. And this is exactly what allows you to drive long deck screws or massive lag bolts without stripping out the screw heads. Plus, no more of that violent wrist-snapping twist when a regular drill binds up. You drill the hole with the drill, and you sink the fastener with the impact driver. A totally perfect system. Section 2. The brushless advantage. Cool, powerful, and compact. All right, to truly get why this kit is so popular, we gotta look under the hood. A brushless motor is this incredibly modern design that basically eliminates the physical carbon brushes used in older traditional tools. Since there's no physical friction from those brushes rubbing together, the motor runs significantly cooler. And hey, less friction means it drains your battery way slower, giving you noticeably longer runtime per charge. Plus, and this is a great visual indicator, unlike older entry-level brushed models like DeWalt's DCK240C2 kit, these brushless motors won't spark inside the housing when you really push them hard. It's just a massive technological leap forward. So the crucial point is that all this fancy tech translates directly into raw output. Because of that highly efficient brushless design, these tools deliver up to 30% more power than their older brushed counterparts. Think about that for a second. That 30%, that's the literal difference between smoothly sinking a screw perfectly flush and having your tool pathetically stall out halfway into a dense piece of wood. And because that brushless motor is just so incredibly efficient, the tool itself gets to be physically smaller. DeWalt's recent brushless lines, especially these specific Atomic Series variants we're looking at, feature these vastly shortened tool heads. They measure right under 6 inches long. I mean, picture trying to repair some plumbing under a super cramped sink, or adjusting hinges deep inside a dark, awkward cabinet, or trying to squeeze perfectly between 2 wall studs. Where those older, bulkier drills literally get wedged or just can't make the angle, this ultra-compact footprint lets you maneuver effortlessly into those impossibly tight spots. But hey, please don't let that tiny size fool you. The impact driver in this kit punches way, way above its weight class. We're talking around 1,700 inch-pounds of torque. Now, to put that abstract number into perspective, imagine taking a massive 3-inch deck screw and effortlessly driving it straight into dense, wet, pressure-treated lumber. No pilot hole, no pausing, and the tool doesn't even break a sweat. It just sinks right in. Now, power is great and all, but how does the thing actually feel in your hands? Well, DeWalt's handles are arguably some of the most comfortable on the market today. They use this texturized rubber mold that just kind of locks right into your grip. But even more importantly, the tools are perfectly balanced. When you're doing extended overhead work, like hanging drywall on a ceiling, that balance is an absolute lifesaver for wrist fatigue. Oh, and the LED light placement? Absolutely excellent. They position the lights right near the base or around the chuck, which completely stops the tool head from casting those annoying dark shadows directly over the exact spot you're trying to drill. It keeps your workspace totally visible. Section 3. Understanding the trade-offs. What to watch out for. Okay, let's keep things perfectly objective here. Every toolkit has trade-offs, and the first one here comes down to the batteries. This kit typically ships with two 2.0 amp-hour compact batteries. Now, on the plus side, this smaller size keeps the tools incredibly lightweight and highly maneuverable. But, and it's a big but, because they are a smaller capacity, they are going to drain fast if you start throwing heavy-duty tasks at them. If you're boring massive holes with spade bits, running a big hole saw, or building an entire deck out back, you're going to empty these batteries pretty quickly. For serious, all-day construction, you definitely want to swap up to a 4.0 or 5.0 amp-hour battery. Let's quickly walk through a couple of other cons. First up, the kit usually includes the basic DCB112 charger. It absolutely gets the job done, but, well, it's pretty slow. It takes roughly a full hour to top up just one flat 2.0 amp-hour battery. Second, and this is a biggie depending on what you do, there is no hammer mode on this specific drill. It's totally optimized for wood, drywall, plastics, and mild metals. So if your weekend plans involve drilling into solid concrete, brick, or masonry, this drill is going to struggle hard. You'd need to step up to a kit with a dedicated hammer drill instead. And finally, the included contractor's bag is just a basic soft nylon tote. It's super sturdy for sure, but it has zero internal organization. So your bits, your charger, your batteries, they're basically just going to disappear into a chaotic black hole at the bottom of the bag. Section 4, the performance scorecard, objective data. And this brilliantly illustrates the overall profile of these tools. Looking at drilling power, it scores a very solid 4.5 out of 5, giving you plenty of speed and excellent clutch control. Driving power, that earns a flawless 5 out of 5, all thanks to that outstanding impact driver torque that handles lag bolts like they're nothing. Ergonomics and weight also pull a perfect 5 out of 5 for being incredibly compact and perfectly balanced. Now, battery life right out of the box takes a slight hit, scoring a 3.5 out of 5, just because those smaller 2.0 amp-hour batteries will definitely require some frequent swapping on bigger jobs. But finally, value for money wraps it up with a perfect 5 out of 5. Getting your foot in the door of a true pro-grade ecosystem at this price point is just an exceptional deal. Section 5, the final verdict. Buy it or pass. All right, here is the final breakdown. You should absolutely buy this kit if you are tackling home renovations, building a deck, doing some automotive work, or if you simply want a high-quality pro-grade set of tools that will easily last you the next 5 to 10 years of consistent household use. It is, without a doubt, one of the best bang-for-your-buck kits in the entire power tool space today. However, you should definitely pass on it if you fall into one of two extremes. Pass if you're a heavy commercial contractor drilling deep holes through stone and concrete every single day. For that, you need DeWALT's Premium XR series. And conversely, pass on it if you literally only hang 3 lightweight picture frames a year. In that case, honestly, a basic 12-volt budget drill will save you a ton of cash and serve you perfectly fine. So take a good look at your upcoming projects. Think about the renovations you've been putting off, and take a peek at the tools currently sitting in your garage. Are you ready to step up to the industry benchmark and actually enjoy the work you're doing with a dedicated drill and impact driver? Or is your current, outdated toolkit secretly the very thing holding you back from getting the job done right? Think about it. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will see you next time.